Welcome to Psyche and Soul with Marcus. Today we will look at why a codependent often ends up in a relationship with a narcissist. The video is based on Rosenberg's theories on the human magnet syndrome. I hope it resonates with you.
Have you ever wondered why you keep attracting the same type of partner? You're not alone. Many people find themselves in repetitive relationship patterns, often without understanding why. The human magnet syndrome explains why we are drawn to certain people, even if they aren't good for us. This phenomenon delves deep into the subconscious forces that guide our choices in partners. It's like an invisible force pulling us towards them, a magnetic pull that seems almost impossible to resist. This syndrome is all about the relationship between two personality types, codependents and narcissists. These two types often find themselves in a dance of attraction and repulsion. Like opposite poles of a magnet, they attract each other, creating a dynamic that can be both compelling and destructive. Understanding these personality types is key to understanding the human magnet syndrome. By recognizing these patterns, we can begin to see the underlying reasons for our choices. This isn't about blaming anyone, it's about gaining insight into our behaviors and the roles we play in our relationships. It's about understanding the dynamics that lead to unhealthy relationship patterns. With this knowledge, we can start to make conscious choices to change these patterns. This knowledge can help us break free and find healthy, loving connections. By becoming aware of these dynamics, we can pave the way for more fulfilling and balanced relationships in our lives. Codependency is a pattern of behavior where someone relies too much on another person for their happiness and self-worth. Codependents are often people pleasers who go out of their way to make others happy. They put others' needs before their own, even if it means sacrificing their own well-being and personal happiness. They might feel responsible for fixing others' problems or making them happy, often taking on more than they can handle. Codependents often have low self-esteem and struggle to set boundaries, finding it difficult to say no. They might stay in unhealthy relationships because they fear being alone or feel unworthy of better treatment. Codependency can stem from childhood experiences, such as growing up with a narcissistic parent or in a dysfunctional family. It's important to remember that codependency is not a weakness or a flaw in character. It's a learned behavior that can be unlearned with effort, support, and a commitment to personal growth and self-care. Narcissism exists on a spectrum. Everyone has some narcissistic traits which is normal and healthy. However, narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition. People with NPD have an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for admiration. They might lack empathy and exploit others to get what they want. They can be charming and charismatic, but their relationships often lack genuine emotional depth. It's important to remember that not everyone with narcissistic traits has NPD. However, understanding these traits can help us recognize unhealthy relationship patterns. The human magnet syndrome comes into play when a codependent and a narcissist meet. The codependent's need to please and the narcissist's need for admiration create a powerful, albeit unhealthy, attraction. The narcissist is drawn to the codependent's giving nature, while the codependent is drawn to the narcissist's charm and initial grand gestures. The narcissist gets their ego stroked, and the codependent feels needed. This dynamic can create a vicious cycle. The narcissist becomes more demanding, and the codependent becomes more enmeshed in the relationship, losing themselves in the process. If you recognize yourself in the human magnet syndrome, it's important to remember that it's not your fault. This syndrome often traps individuals in a cycle of unhealthy relationships, making them feel powerless and confused. You didn't choose to be codependent, nor did you choose to attract a narcissist. These dynamics are deeply ingrained and often start from early childhood experiences and learned behaviors. These patterns often stem from unconscious beliefs and past experiences. They are not a reflection of your worth or your ability to love and be loved. Understanding the human magnet syndrome is the first step to breaking free. By gaining awareness, you can start to see the bigger picture and recognize the unhealthy patterns in your relationships. It allows you to see the situation objectively and realize that you deserve healthy, fulfilling relationships. You are worthy of love and respect, and it's possible to find partners who will treat you with kindness and consideration. It's time to rewrite the script. You have the power to change your story and create a new narrative for your life. You can learn to identify red flags, set boundaries, and communicate your needs effectively, and attract partners who value and respect you. Remember, the journey to healthier relationships starts with self-awareness and self-compassion. Section 6. Breaking free. Recognizing the pattern. The first step to breaking free is recognizing the pattern. This involves becoming aware of your own behaviors and the behaviors of your partner. Do you constantly put others' needs before your own? Do you feel responsible for your partner's happiness? Do you feel drained and unappreciated in your relationships? These are just a few signs that you might be stuck in the human magnet syndrome. Recognizing the pattern is the first step to breaking free and creating healthier relationship dynamics. Section 7. Seeking support. You don't have to do this alone. Breaking free from the human magnet syndrome can be challenging, but it's possible. Seeking support from a therapist specializing in codependency and narcissistic abuse can be incredibly beneficial. Therapy can provide a safe space to explore your past, understand your patterns, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Many resources are available to support you, including support groups, books, and online communities. Section 8. Building healthy relationships. A new path forward. Once you've started to heal from the human magnet syndrome, you can begin to build healthier relationships. This starts with setting boundaries and learning to prioritize your own needs. It's about learning to say no without feeling guilty, and surrounding yourself with people who love and support you unconditionally. Building healthy relationships takes time and effort, but the rewards are immeasurable. You deserve to experience love and connection that is both fulfilling and respectful. Section 9. The power of self-love. Embracing your worth. The journey of breaking free from the human magnet syndrome is ultimately a journey of self-love. It's about recognizing your worth and believing that you deserve to be loved and respected. It's about letting go of the need to please others and embracing your authentic self. Self-love is not selfish. It's essential for creating healthy and fulfilling relationships. Remember, you are worthy of love, just the way you are. Embrace your worth and watch as you attract healthy, loving relationships into your life.
Thank you for watching this video. What are your experiences? What tips or insights have you gained? Let's connect and support each other on this path of self-discovery. Join the Psyche and Soul community. If you'd like more content like this, we would appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and like and share our videos.